guess what I'll say is welcome to Getting to It podcast.
I'm Dave.
I'm Hunter.
I'm Brad.
We're feet guys.
We're not.
We are
feet
absolutely
guys.
not feet guys. Do not.
I'm not a foot guy.
Absolutely no.
I'm kidding.
I don't. Dave might be.
Listen,
It could be.
I'll try anything once.
Dave's kind of
but
a
that's it.
barefoot guy, which is different from a normal.
Why are you
feet
looking
guy.
at me like that?
Okay, run that back. What did you say?
I would try anything once.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm not like pressed to try something, but
Yeah.
if someone was like, "Hey,
I really want this.
like,
And it's like,
like if Sydney Sweeney approached you, Hunter, she's like, look, it's got to be feet to get it done."
you got to do something with my feet.
All right.
Yeah. See, that's what
he's back on
It
board.
depends. It depends.
God, what,
Depends
There
on
it
the
is.
situation,
There it
I
is.
guess.
what happened to Stubborn Hunter from last
No.
episode?
Fucking.
Instant caving.
Sydney Sweeney. What can I say?
Fair enough. What if you had to eat?
If you had to eat what? Go ahead.
What if you had to eat Sydney Sweeney
No, still not happening.
Wait, you had to eat her? Like as a cannibal?
as a cannibal?
Oh.
Like he's the only. Okay,
I'm
we
giving
need to
her-
stop bringing about this.
I'm giving her a proper burial.
All right, gonna honor her there.
Yes.
Yeah, a proper Viking burial.
Okay, let's get away from topics from last episode.
Okay, all right.
Today is the 5th of July. It
Which
is hot as
sucks.
hell in here, and like it is. I looked at the weather. It's gonna be like 85, 90 outside.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can't wait till I work.
which is cool because being honest with our viewers, I don't feel great to begin. Before I got into a garage that's gonna probably get up to the 90s.
Yeah.
Didn't feel great? Why didn't you feel great?
Well, today's the 5th of July.
I was busy being a patriot yesterday,
We were doing
and sometimes patriots wake up with tummy aches
and headaches,
and then headaches and sunburns. And
I'm sunburned. Yeah.
feeling terrible.
I went to the beach yesterday and I looked like a voting ad because I had an Uncle Sam hat. I had a little flag I was walking
You're
around
just
with.
like pointing at people, just like I want you for the U.S. Army.
Pretty close. I lost my pit vipers. I
Lost
think.
your vipers?
Actually, no, I didn't. They're in my car. I lied.
Damn.
wow,
I
that
lied.
was the biggest debate of all time, dude.
My girlfriend,
Gotcha.
we were at the beach too. We were all together, and she when we got home last night, she's like, my eyes are itchy, and I'm like, oh shit. So that means she burned her retinas, and that's happened to me before. So
Oh,
make
I was
sure.
just gonna say she might have got pink eye from the fucking disgusting water.
No, she
That
didn't go
could've
in the
happened
water
too.
like
Oh.
that. But yeah, no. It's happened to me before, and like I went blind for like a whole week. It was bad.
I didn't even know you. I mean, I guess intuitively, of course you can, but I did not know that was an option on the table.
What?
Burning your. Did she burn her retinas?
She burned her eyes or something. Like they were itchy, and like she is really sensitive to light right now.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Where do you think is the worst place to get a burn on your body?
Your eyes.
Butthole.
Butthole.
I was gonna say
Dick.
right where your legs rub together.
Ooh, yeah.
That would be, I think, the most
What about-
painful experience.
okay,
of
hear
my
me
life.
out.
That's
like,
just
kinda the-
chafing.
kinda-
that's
Yeah,
bad.
it's awful.
What if you got like an armpit
Oh.
burn, and so you have to walk around with your hands up the whole time?
We just walk around just like, what's up, guys?
Yeah, it's like when your pits are a little sweaty, so you got to air them out for a little bit, and you're like,
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? You're just like, I'm sunburnt.
you have to wear a tank top because you can't have anything touch it, and then you have to keep your arms up.
It's just red. Just gets progressively worse
Oh.
because you can't put your arms down.
Yeah, that's a nightmare. Eyes are bad. You can get a scalp burn. That's crazy.
Ooh,
That
those
actually
are
happened
bad.
to my girlfriend's cousin.
Oh no.
She was like, "Is something wrong with my hair?" I looked at the top of her head. It was just red, just right down the middle. I went, "Oh, you're cooked."
I used to
Literally.
get sunburns on my knees a lot. Well,
Oh,
a boater's knee,
boater's knee.
sitting, and then it's right on your knees. And then I hated wearing, and then I had to like wear pants to work and stuff. Can't wear shorts. So I'm just burned, and it's just rubbing all day,
Yeah.
right on the knees. That sucked.
I think that would That's awful.
Yeah.
Or dude, when you get a sunburn on like the top of your feet, and then you have to put shoes on to like work and stuff.
Yeah.
I have a little burn on the top of my feet right now, but I put aloe on it. You saw me putting aloe on it this morning.
Yeah, I can't. I walk up to the house we shoot at. Dave's just on the front porch with a knife cutting open aloe leaves.
Yeah. What else are you supposed to do? Like,
Get aloe from a store.
it's literally right there. Like, it's the same shit that you get from the store.
It really is the same. I've just never seen someone do it like
yeah,
that.
because everyone thinks, oh, I have to get it from the store, even though it's the same. Actually, my feet are better. Like,
Yeah.
I barely feel the burns anymore.
Yeah, I think
they were bad.
I think a lot of people know that you can just get aloe out the plant. I think that the big issue is that it's just kind of messy.
It's messy and it's time consuming, and people don't like time consuming tasks.
It's not even time consuming.
It's not that time because it's just kind of like,
If anything, it's like the same amount of work. You just take a knife, slice, and then just fucking rub it on.
What if you're slicing and dicing, and you accidentally dice it, and you're not supposed to dice it?
Why would you? Okay, well, why are you slicing and dicing if you're not supposed to dice it? You're just supposed to slice it.
accidents happen, man.
Yeah. What if you're not
Okay,
feeling
then
the
you
best
cut
and you dice
another one.
it?
I don't know.
What if there
It's-
is no more supply of it? What if it's the only one you
Well,
have?
Why would you waste money on going to the store, driving there, taking
Mhm.
more time to go drive to the store, get it, and then having it, and then squirting it in your hands, and then rubbing it on, when you could just go outside, cut a piece off, and then straight up right from the plant onto your foot?
Well, if you just don't grow plants like that, like I guess that's the other thing is, if you're someone who gets sunburned like quite a bit, like you don't just need it like the one time. You kind of just want it on deck all the time.
Yeah, and I'm saying if you have a plant,
Well,
it's
yeah, but then you
always
have to
on
have
deck.
You have to have a plant. You have to,
What if you just
But then
don't
you
have a
just
yard?
plant.
What if you just don't have a yard? You can't grow it.
yeah.
You
What
just
what if my cat keeps knocking over my potted plants, and you don't have a yard?
okay. I don't know. Go outside and get some.
Also, and I'll say this: I love refrigerating my aloe. Like if I'm gonna go surfing and stuff, I like putting the bottle just in the fridge for later.
That's
Just
nice.
in case.
See, that is viable, right? That's cool. I used to do that with the fucking aloe leaves.
You just cut the leaves off and
You
leave them in the
cut-
fridge.
You put them in the freezer.
Could you eat aloe? Is it
Yes.
Yes.
like you could just
Straight up
could
right
you
off the plant.
Go-gurt, like strip it just into your
Gross, but yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm a big proponent of like it's not. It's a very small plant that you need, right?
I don't
I
know.
don't think I
They
need
reap
it.
a lot of benefits from it. It's
No
like having a
idea.
basil plant or like having like a mint plant or
Well,
something
basil
like.
plants are a pain
in a
in the
pot.
ass too.
No,
What?
it's about having like a basic herb garden, you know.
Why would I have an herb garden when I have a grocery store that has already had the herbs grown?
they
and I can
got
just buy?
fresh and dried herbs. They got everything Papa needs.
I only get dried herbs because I put it on my rubs.
All right. Things I always have
Yeah.
that I want in my garden, and not even a garden, but just like in a house or just like in an apartment or something around, right?
Dead body of the guy you hit with your car 4 years ago.
That and then rosemary bush.
Rosemary fire.
You just
Great.
it just makes a nice looking shrub,
Mm.
and it's just out somewhere.
Great aromatics.
It doesn't need to be in a
Mhm.
garden or anywhere. It could just be like on
Yeah.
the side.
It doesn't need to be in that guy's mouth.
Exactly. And then
My
Third.
mouth, probably.
third is an aloe plant, right? Rosemary and aloe, and that's
Sure.
it. Like everything else is extra, but like those two, they will do so much.
Question: is that body of the dead guy? Is that underneath your floorboards, and you can hear his heart beating through the floor, or
You can hear it in his garden when you
No,
see him
it's-
patting the dirt. He's fucking giving the dude CPR.
No. He's getting eaten alive by the ravens.
why is he?
If you guys like
in your
Edgar Allan Poe, you would understand those. There's like 3 references in that.
If you don't like Edgar Allan Poe,
go read him.
It's pretty cool.
I mean, I guess go read him. I don't know. He was okay. You
Speaking
guys hear
of-
what his cat was called?
No, that's a whole different guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That was H.P. Lovecraft.
Oh,
H.P.
shit,
Lovecraft's
yeah,
cat.
I did
cat.
totally fuck
Let's-
that one.
Yeah, you messed up.
Well,
Nice try.
You
Nice
know,
try on
balls.
that one.
Yeah, we'll try it again later.
that's good.
Well, speaking of, H.P. Lovecraft, J.R.R. How many R's are there?
J.R.R. Tolkien.
J.R.R. Tolkien. Love that guy.
Okay, are we?
Love that guy.
Okay.
He created. I'm just thinking about it now. He created his own language.
Yeah, he was a big language nerd.
Yeah.
He created like a bunch.
Yeah, and that brought me thinking like of because he's part of what was called the Lost Generation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All the dudes who died in the World Wars and
but
shit.
like his creativity and all that stuff and like, ooh, all the people that could like were part of that died in war, right? They weren't able to be their creative selves and like create new things, right?
Sure.
I think
They're
after
dead.
that, yeah, and they weren't able to pass on those things, right?
Yeah.
So I think that really killed humanity's ability to be creative. Is because we kill all the creative people.
Okay.
Perhaps.
I mean, one could say that, but I think
it really hurt because we haven't had like someone like many people do like crazy creative things since then.
clearly you
totally
don't know
have.
Kanye.
Yeah. Kanye.
Kanye and J.R.L. Tolkien are the same people.
I also think it's part of like, you know, it really hasn't been that long since then. Like it's been like a generation.
It's been at least 2 generations already.
Well, it's been like 80 years.
That's like 2 generations.
Okay, I don't know how long a generation is. I just assume people live 80 years and that's a generation.
Well,
all right, it's been 2 generations.
Well, okay, so they have kids, right?
Sure.
Right? 80 years ago. So you have kids. You have kids when you're 20, right?
Okay.
Just
Wasn't this
25.
during World War II?
Yeah, so most people were having kids kids at 20, right?
Okay.
20.
Yeah.
Okay. Those kids
Yeah.
grow up. They have kids at 20, right? Now you're 40.
Mm-hmm.
They're 20. They're having kids. They're having kids at 20. That's 3 generations right there, and you're only 60.
What about like Picasso? What about like Andy Warhol?
Yeah.
What about Vera Wang? What about all the great artists that have created? I mean, Pharrell Williams. Like, you could go on and on and on.
What about Will.i.am?
Yeah.
What about
Will.i.am? You're right. No, you're right. I think I see that there's not enough creative people anymore.
like Banksy and Shepard Fairey. Like there's so many.
What about the guy who did the big baby art in Palm Springs?
Yeah, the big baby art.
The big baby art. In
Have you
Palm
not
Springs.
seen that?
I had no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
It's creepy. Look it up. There's like it's basically a pit, and it has just large metal babies,
That's cool.
like sculptures, and they're moved around like every so often.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't either. I looked at it and I felt so uncomfortable.
You're not pitching me on it, but maybe we should go shoot a podcast there and see how we feel.
Just right in front of the babies.
It would be so uneasy. It'd be like the uncanny valley.
I feel like that's it. I don't want to bring up this debate. Anyways,
Okay. I think that, yeah, we felt like we didn't have a lot of creative people, but stuff like social media, like YouTube and TikTok, like has boomed the amount of people who can do creative things for a living now.
yes, but are they good?
We're literally creative people right now.
I know. We're
We're
being
creating
creative right
something.
now, but we're not.
We are just above the threshold.
Look,
for
I get it. We're starting a podcast. We're doing one of the, the content creation, the creative,
yeah,
right? But we're just 3 dickheads doing it.
Yeah.
We're not.
4 plus.
We could be great. We'll see. We'll see.
I don't think that there's any amount of podcasting that can you can't just.
I doubt it, of course, but there's no new famous artists.
Olivia Rodrigo.
I mean, okay.
She's new and famous.
She's an industry plant. They're all industry plants. Now.
She's a government psyop.
All right.
No, not that, but it's industry plants.
What about Shabuzi?
Who the fuck is that?
Hunter knows.
I don't think Hunter knows.
Should boozy these nuts in your mouth.
No, he's like a black country artist. And
I've probably have
And you're
heard him
saying-
before.
well, so
He's not an industry
He
plant?
released music for years on end that got 0 critical acclaim. And then when all this pop country that's happening with Beyonce and all that and Post Malone, when all that started blowing up,
Beyonce had pop country.
Yes.
I don't listen to
Cowboy
I don't,
Carter, dude.
I don't
Dude,
listen
she was
to
like
Beyonce.
topping country billboards.
I do not listen to Beyonce.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I've listened to like a little bit of it with my mom, I guess, but or whatever. But they all did all that pop country stuff, and then it kind of like revived his career, and now he's doing really really well, man.
For him.
I don't know. It's not a great example at this point.
That's just a basic like.
Like I don't think art's dead. I think that there are new artists.
I don't think it's dead. I just think it's so different. It's not as like true to itself.
Well, yeah, because
Zack Bryan says otherwise.
He's an industry plan as well. All right.
No.
Did you just rip ass? Oh my god. All right, well, stop that. Right. Jesus. For our audio listeners, his feet are touching the table.
They're on the table. Yeah. They're all over it.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just paranoid, but
well, I think also like we're in a later stage of capitalism now, where it used to be kind of like you could be a funky guy who lived in a village and like do like half of a job and be able to pay rent and then like make weird art.
Yeah.
And now it's like if you don't have a good way to monetize your art, if your art isn't doesn't satiate like large appetites from audiences, like you just don't get to really make art.
Well, look at Van Gogh.
Yeah.
He made art. That was his job and nobody bought it. He had side jobs and he still starved.
Yeah.
So,
here's the thing.
people just aren't as passionate.
Aren't starving as artists anymore.
Yeah, but like people aren't as we're starving artists here, but that's just because we're broke.
That's what a starving artist is, Dave.
It's because we're broke in college and doing all that.
You do podcasts and buy rice and beans, like
yeah. Well, yeah, people aren't as passionate in what they do anymore. There's so much less passion in the world lately.
Well, I think because for a while it was kind of like passion is cringe. Like it was kind of a cultural movement to be like, oh, you care about that? Gay.
You're weird.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm ironic and cool because it's 2008 and the recession hit. So now I don't care about
everybody was
anything.
goth,
Everybody was goth. Everybody was a nihilist.
Cool to be different.
But
to be different, you had to fit in,
But you also have to like some of the like guiding mindsets of like cultural of culture. Like you think about like Mamba mentality and stuff. Like people really fucked with Kobe Bryant, and that his whole thing was like passion. His whole thing was like wanting it more.
Yeah.
I also think that like a lot of people,
it's been forgotten. Sorry, continue.
I was gonna say a lot of people also have that like creative side to them, but they're focusing on other things because it's not their first priority. Because they think, oh, I could do this. Oh, I could make music. Oh, I could make a bunch of art. But they have other things to do that are more important to them.
Yeah.
And so they just don't care.
I think lack of passion and lack of free time.
Free time for
lack
sure.
of quality free time.
Yeah.
Because we have free time. It's just we sit on our phones and do nothing with it.
Well, it's also, I think, like the cost of hobbies can be a limiting factor.
Yeah.
I mean, paint is so much.
Paint is so expensive.
Paint is expensive.
Yeah. I mean, I've done a number of paint projects, and I mean, I do them like as bare bones as possible. Like cheap paint, like you can always get like at like Home Depot and Lowe's. Sometimes they'll make paint for someone, and that person won't pick it up.
Yeah.
And you can just buy it.
Just super cheap.
And then I go to thrift shops and I just prime canvases that are already painted.
Yeah.
Like I'll go get like one of those digitally printed ones and I'll just prime over it and paint over it. Like, but that's like what a pain in the ass that is to go to like 3 different stores to get all the things I need to even attempt to start a project and then need space to do it.
Yeah. No, I get it. Like I used to do a lot of sculpting and like clay work and stuff, but like I don't have the space to do it.
Yeah.
There's no like places around here. I don't have the effort to drive myself there. Like I want to.
You don't have the passion.
I don't have the passion because I'm sitting at home figuring out, like schoolwork or work and things like that. Yeah. Or if I do have free time, I'm sitting on my phone, or playing video games or something.
Yeah,
lame,
it's when you have so much on your plate that's like school, work, you have obviously
just trying to rest,
you're in a relationship, you have tons of social obligation, like it's like, fuck, the last thing I want to do is like wake up early to like get my clay sculpture done.
Yeah. And then it's just, I think we just need more passion and more quality free time.
I think we should bring back the patronage system.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, actually, that'd be kind of cool.
Right?
I mean, like, imagine being a young lad
Sure.
and this man goes...
120. Imagine being young.
This man points at you, says, I want you to work for me.
Yeah.
And he teaches you everything you need to know. No schooling, no nothing.
Well, that's the thing.
That's an
That's
apprenticeship.
the opposite of how the world, like how corporate structure is now. It's a complete opposite, because now it's, I'm doing all this so then I can work for this person so I can make money, instead of that person is like growing and like paying for me and like helping me out so I can work for him. The companies aren't investing in...
No, because, they want people to be interchangeable parts.
Let's take away the free market system. Let's abolish the economy.
Well,
let's go
it
back
used
to
to be that way.
fiefdoms.
It used to be like apprenticeship, and like if you wanted that, you got, you'd have to test in, and then you would get it, and then they would help you grow. They would look at your potential and then work with you.
Do that. Like, I think so. I end up with a lot of blue collar TikTok. Like, I like watching people build houses and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's all sorts of dudes complaining about like apprentices now, like don't want to finish like the apprenticeship. They don't want to, like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that the opportunities are still out there, but like feelings surrounding it have kind of,
because it's a completely different culture. Like apprenticeships used to be serious, and like people would like force you to continue them, but now it's like, oh, you don't like it, okay, just go work at McDonald's, like go work at a place where you can be interchangeable, because they don't care about the apprenticeship, they care about making more money, because they're just trying to survive.
The way that it was framed, at least from what I saw, was that it was like this: learn as much as you can as fast as you can, and then get out and go do your own thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't, I think it might be a misnomer to say people are quitting apprenticeships to go work at McDonald's.
I did that.
That's the thing, is like, I know people who
Wait,
who
sorry,
do
hold
that.
on. Hunter, you said you quit an apprenticeship to go work at McDonald's?
Yeah.
So obviously Chick-fil-A, right?
Yep.
What were you doing before?
It was, I forgot what it was about. Because it wasn't actually Chick-fil-A. It was Jimmy John's back in high school.
Okay, word.
And I think it was like a fence company.
Oh, okay.
Like a gate repair,
Yeah.
welding kind of thing.
I had something similar as well, now that I'm thinking about it. Continue, sorry. That's it?
That's it? That's the whole thing? You just worked for a gate company and then are like, this is gay, I want to go make sandwiches?
You just wanted to make money?
I hate my life.
What are you looking at?
Hunter's looking
I
at
lied.
Yeah,
I
he's
didn't
looking
do
at
it.
the stupid fucking I
God
lied
damn it.
phase.
I actually did have an opportunity for an apprenticeship, now that I'm thinking about it. Back when I was like 15, I knew this guy who is... My dad does fishing, right?
Sure.
Right. We have a boat. We commercial fishing.
You fish the water.
He's a fisherman, right? That's like his job. That's how he brings in income for the family, right?
Dope.
And we knew this guy who sewed canvas, right? Like he made like canvas structures. Like he would make sails. He would make covers, everything, and it's really good money. Yeah. And when I was 15, he offered me...
expensive to get.
Yeah, it's super expensive, and it's really good money. He offered me an apprenticeship when I was 15. And I said, no, I have to work at school. Like, I have all this other stuff I have to do. And I got a different job because it was more structured.
Yeah, but you're also 15 and like
not experienced whatsoever with
I
the
think
world.
it's different. Like, when we think about like 20-year-olds and stuff walking away from jobs than like a 15, like, it's fucking teenagers are
I get it.
not the best decision makers, I would wager to say.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. I know I made some dumb decisions when I was in high school.
Knowing
But
myself.
here's the thing. It's like, okay, well, if you're not going to take this apprenticeship, in a couple of years, I'm just going to close the company because no one's going to take it over.
Mm,
You know,
You close it.
he closed it. It's gone now.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a difficult.
Been doing that.
And like he couldn't find anybody else to do it, even 20-year-olds, even like people who are ready for it.
Yeah, it's difficult. I mean, I definitely, from like both sides of the equation on hiring right now, like everyone looking for jobs having a really hard time. Obviously, Indeed is just full of non-existent job offers and stuff, like just inundated. And then on the other side, it's like really hard for people, like employers, to find like the quality workers because everything is such a mess online. Like it's hard both ways. Definitely harder to be unemployed than to be the employer looking for a worker, but like the systems have been set in such a crap way.
Well, everybody wants to work for something corporate. Everyone wants to work for a known company.
I don't know.
And that depends, because
I think that was more like millennial Gen X. Like
sometimes you can like find basically the same job for a smaller company and they pay you just as much or maybe a little bit less depending on how big they are.
Yeah, I see that. I understand. They'll pay you the same. They'll do all this. It's the same job, but people would choose, a chain restaurant to work at rather than smaller hometown restaurant.
I mean,
nowadays.
I don't know about that at all.
That's not true.
That is true.
Like,
because I know I that's why all these smaller restaurants are having such a hard time finding workers, and yet fast food places and things like that are oversaturated with workers.
Well, I mean, it's also that when you run a small business like restaurant style, like labor is such a key part of like the budget that you balance.
Yeah.
Like these bigger franchises and stuff, they can just afford.
They can just throw money.
Not only that, they have to pay their workers more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
$20 an hour now.
I also think like it really depends on who you are and what job you're doing in the restaurant industry. Like obviously cooks, it's a
I'm just
totally
talking
different thing.
small business in general, small businesses versus big businesses. The jobs are there for small businesses because they don't have, it's a mom and pop shop.
Bigger businesses have better job security too.
Exactly.
Like it's harder to close a McDonald's than it is like a taco stand or something.
Yeah.
So,
and a lot of these are, after being family run, they're also hiring mostly their family.
Yeah.
And so that's
They're
the thing.
Mostly family, but they're still, they still need people. They still need more people to hire.
They might need some people, but the other thing is, like, at the end of the day, you're not getting paid that much, so people aren't gonna want to go. People are gonna want to go work at a fast food place for $20 an hour, and not the mom and pop shop that they've been going to their entire lives for $15. Because it just wouldn't make sense. Like, you might love the place, you might love getting the hours there, but it's just not like conducive to making money.
So our issue here is fast food restaurants.
Yeah, we should
Big corporations.
no more than 5 restaurants for any one business.
Honestly,
Close them all.
I'm getting there.
You're getting there.
I'm getting radicalized with that.
I
Like,
think that consumer tastes are changing too. Like I think consumers are trending towards wanting to like eat at fast food less and smaller, more unique places.
For so long, it was only eat at fast food, only eat at known restaurants, and that's why they were doing so well.
You used to be able to get like a full meal at McDonald's for like $4.
Yeah. Well, now it's so much.
Now you get a coffee for $4.
Yeah, a coffee for $4, or you can go to the mom and pop shop, which better coffee.
Or you can just drink Hunter's coffee.
Yeah, speaking of which, I got an almost $4 large iced coffee this morning.
So good.
From McDonald's.
Delicious.
And I go to move the car for somebody that lives in the house, and I come back and it's gone. It's gone. It was like 75% of the way full. I was so excited to drink my coffee and it was gone.
We just got it. It was so good. It tasted so good.
This is literally the same exact thing that happened with the Dr. Pepper, and we named an entire episode about it.
The Dr. Pepper incident.
And I told them
McDonald's coffee.
I told them if we have a McDonald's coffee incident, I'm actually like
Dude, I
upset.
thought
I'm upset.
Hunter was upset.
He was actually he still is pissed off, but he was so mad.
Yeah, I'm trying to be calm about it. The problem is, like, you guys saw how upset I got with the Dr. Pepper thing, and you decided to do it again, and you saw how upset I was, and you thought it just, yeah, you know, it's cool. Let's just do it again.
Can I tell you something live on air? It's because we recorded it this time.
Yeah.
That camera was rolling.
It was rolling.
Is there a video of me coming in here and yelling at you guys?
So
yeah, there's a video of us chilling out for a second and like telling you, hey, bro, eat faster. Like we're trying to start recording.
Yeah, Dave. So I was thinking about it too. Dave prods you. He goes, hey man, why don't you drink your coffee? Why don't you?
No. I'm like, dude, just eat your food, drink your coffee, and let's start. And then
we can put it at the beginning.
You start eating so much, and then you like go to your coffee, you look at it, and you're like, are you serious? Like you were so pissed. You started yelling.
I felt
like,
bad
you were pissed.
Instantly, I was like, you know what? Hunter really didn't need this today.
He did not need this.
I was like, he had a long day yesterday. He had an early morning today. I could see why he would be upset at us.
Yeah,
I've not had
bad.
Good past 2 days.
We feel bad, and we're sorry, but
it's okay.
It was a dick thing to do, but it was also really funny.
As long as I get one later, I don't care.
I'm sorry. I'll buy you two if you want.
That's okay.
Also buy you
Well, you bought the Dr. Pepper last time. I'll get the coffee.
I didn't get a Dr.
We did
Pepper.
not replace the Dr. Pepper.
I didn't get a Dr. Pepper.
We'll get you a Dr. Pepper. I'll get you a Dr. Pepper. He'll get you a coffee.
All right. Okay.
See, there we go. Oh, and I have a new thing.
You have a new thing?
If you guys see this, it's this little tube. It's got a string on it, right?
Uh-huh.
You want to hold my mic for me real quick?
What? Oh my god. That's fucking incredible.
It's called a Jew's harp.
All right.
Or a mouth harp, but
Nice.
George Harrison calls it a Jew's harp.
George Harrison?
George Harrison.
Okay.
He has a song that has it. He's like,
It's like a little piece of metal that you just kind of vibrate in your mouth.
boing.
Is it echo? Is that off the inside of your mouth?
Well, here,
It's off the jaw.
Yeah, it's off the jaw. Cause
I don't think I would like the vibrations. I'm not a big moving mouth
You
guy.
don't feel it. You don't feel any
I feel like you
vibration.
would.
Try it.
How does one do this?
You put it right here on your mouth. You
Oh,
kinda
like kind of you kind
and
of
you just
you
flick
kind
it.
of lip it.
Yeah, you just kind of flick it. Lip it and flip it. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, well
thank you for
done.
your concert.
I'm really proud of you for that one.
Put me in a country band with that thing.
Boing.
Dude, a country
I'm
band, but it's
flinging
only
it.
made up of like garbage instruments like the fucking washboard and the
Yeah. Willie and the Poor Boys, you know?
Willie and the Po' Boys.
Yeah, like Creedence says, you know?
No.
They have a whole album
Oh.
called Willie and the Poor Boys.
Oh, fire.
Yeah.
What seems on brand?
Good album. I think Fortunate Son's on that album.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Down on the Corner,
Yeah.
that one's on there.
Okay. That's a bopper then.
It's a good album.
They released some
I
good
have
albums back in
yeah.
the day. Well, it was the gate. I guess we're talking about all facets of how the economy has changed now. The gate to getting into music used to be really hard. Like it used to be like to get on the radio and stuff like that. Like it was difficult.
No, what are you talking about? It was you go to your local station with a fucking CD and with your record, and they'll put it on the air for you. That's how it used to be.
It's not. You needed
No.
labels. They almost immediately you needed a label to represent you and stuff.
If you didn't have a label,
I'm sorry,
then you
I'm sorry.
wouldn't be able to-
Before that, you had to get a label to be able to record, right? That's why I like, Barry Gordy back in
Oh, Mr. Barry Gordy.
Mr. Barry Gordy, like
Give me $100 for all these songs, Mr. Barry
yeah,
Gordy.
pretty much that.
It's another Mulaney bit for those who know.
But Motown was they were just pumping out, and then
Joetown.
things like Carole King.
What about
and like,
Yo-Town?
Can you? Okay.
All right.
Doing my music history bit right
Sure,
now.
okay.
All
All right, tell me something.
things like Carole
Motown.
King and like she would write all these songs for seemingly interchangeable artists. You know, they were just the performers, and she would write the songs.
Yeah.
And they had like the label would have a bunch of writers, and they would like sit in rooms and just write songs and pump them out, and things like Heat Wave, like that song.
I don't know.
That's like not just Aretha Franklin, but like a lot of other artists during that time would just be.
Yeah.
They didn't write any of their own music.
That makes sense.
What you know about the Dixie Chicks?
Just the chicks now.
Just the chicks.
What you know about chicks?
So when I say someone's an industry plant, they're still doing that
Oh my
stuff.
god.
They're still doing that stuff all the time. The labels.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, why the fuck not? I mean, dude, have you guys heard how? Do you guys know how like the and I might get some of this wrong erroneously, how like the K-pop industry works?
Oh yeah.
They're chosen.
Yeah, they
It's
like
the same thing that
raise
was here.
and train and like from a young age. Like that's a real industry.
That's industry.
It's a lot worse there in
It's
Japan.
a lot more open there too.
The Japan like idol industry, same stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. It's just as bad.
they're
But, like,
building them in labs.
yeah, honestly, that's how it was here for a lot of that stuff. You know,
I feel like there's
but you weren't
some-
like raised into it. You were just so replaceable, so interchangeable, and so like you had to be what the label wanted you to be.
And when you said Zack Bryan was in industry,
I don't know. I'm just.
I
everybody's
was
an
like,
industry plant.
absolutely not.
Everybody is.
Well, because he didn't start like making music until like he was like in the Navy. Like he played music, but he didn't start making his own until he was in the Navy and got out of it.
So you're telling me he's got
He didn't
military
become-
connections?
He didn't become popular until he got out of the Navy when he was noticed by a label.
Zack Bryan's
And then
a Navy psyop.
And then they adopted his music. They liked his music. And then now his new stuff coming out is being produced by that label and processed and cut and changed by that label.
I mean, that doesn't technically mean he's an industry plant. That just means that
he's not
they helped
necessarily
make
a plant.
him.
That's also
popular.
like there's a level of like contract that I don't think we're well aware of as the public at large.
Yeah.
Like when it came to like obviously we all listened to like the J. Cole and Kendrick beef was everywhere.
Yeah.
And so one of the shots that Kendrick took that wasn't really successful was like clowning on Drake for his contract. Drake's contract is like one of the best in like music history and shit. Yeah. And so I really don't know where like the creative rights begin and end for Zack Bryan, you know?
Yeah.
Like obviously he could have a shit deal and he could have like no final say on what gets released and stuff, but he could also be like, you know,
So many artists are like that.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he sells out
get me
arenas,
wrong.
so I mean, I think he's doing
great.
good.
He's great. He plays. Does a really good show.
Put me in a
Like,
room with him. I'll, you know, I get it. I like the guy. What?
And you guys call me the gay one? What the fuck?
I'm looking at him. He's saying all that.
Well, I'm gay for wanting to shake his hand and get an autograph.
Bullshit. You
That
said you
is
want to be alone in a room with him.
Not
All right.
what you implied.
Yeah, a personal meet and greet.
All right. That actually brings me to my idea for a sideshow
Okay.
that I want to tell the viewers about. I don't have a title for it yet, but it's going to be a show because we're trying to do different side shows.
Yeah.
Like Amir has Let Him Cook.
Mm-hmm.
We were going to do an advice show, but it never really worked out.
Yeah, that's kind of mid.
We
But
did that one time. That went well.
One of them
It was
for
me
me.
giving advice and Hunter going, "Wow, that's actually really good advice." I was like,
Yeah,
I would be like,
we
no,
did one
and
that was
then
pretty
be like,
good, but
oh,
yeah.
"We did a couple."
One of my side shows I want to do is we sit down, drink some tea
Bring some tea.
or
Okay.
something. I don't know.
about McDonald's iced coffee.
Some tea. Maybe I'll do something. And we'll listen to an album all the way through and we'll just talk about it.
We definitely could do that.
Yeah. And
That's just a
pause it.
That's just an
long-
hour and
It's
a
an hour.
half of.
yeah. And
could do
sometimes we just let the album play. You know, it's like a
Just
radio
us
show.
releasing artist music. We're like,
No, I mean, like,
it's transformative.
We'll listen to like half the album, right? We'll pause it, be like, okay, this is really cool here, blah blah blah. This is what I know about it. We'll just spark conversation from it, and then when we have a lull moment, we'll just let the album play again, and maybe interrupt it or let it go and things like that.
Yeah, I fuck with it.
Yeah.
Do a little album. I honestly, I mean, I think talking about things that take up all of our time, like one of the things that's so hard for me to fit into my schedule some months is like listening to new music. Like when new albums come out and stuff, and you're just like, fuck, I don't have like 45 minutes to just stare at my wall and really process what's.
Yeah. So
I'm done.
I just call that driving.
yeah.
Just staring at walls. I just stare at the back of the car in front of me.
Anyways, if you guys like that idea, say something. I'll do it.
Yeah, let us know if you want smooth hits with DJ Coach D.
Yeah. Honestly, it's kind of like a radio show in a way.
It would be exactly like a radio show.
But it's like a singular album, and maybe we'll have a.
We're gonna like review it, or
we could review it, or just say what we think, or like
we could rate it.
Whatever's going on in our mind,
like a low stakes kind of. I fuck with the vibes.
Like I want to listen to the Abbey Road album, right?
Right. I want to take a photo with the four of us, like an Abbey Road thing.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that Dave is going to be the one with his shoes off.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'll be George Harrison.
Obviously.
Of course. Come on. Who else would I be? Definitely not. I don't know. Who would?
Well,
definitely not John.
Amir's Ringo.
Amir is Ringo.
Yeah.
You're.
McCartney.
Hunter's Ringo. What are you talking about?
Hunter's Ringo?
Hunter's Ringo.
Okay, why?
Why would I be Ringo Starr?
Ringo Starr is just the happy uncle dude, you know?
That's true. But he's also the drummer.
There. He's the drummer. He's there for vibes. Yeah, Amir's a drummer, but he doesn't have that vibe to him. He's more like a Paul.
Wait, well, you should be the. Never mind.
What?
No.
What?
No.
Come on.
Nope. I will willingly tell you after, but I am not willing to put that out on the internet.
Or no.
I think I know where you're going with
I
this.
bet you do. It's
I think
incredibly
I know.
two-dimensional. Anyway, on to the next.
Oh my God.
Well, speaking of Amir.
Oh, yeah. But last bit, I want to do the Abbey Road album and just talk about it. That's one of our first ones we'll be doing. So, but Amir.
We're getting our picture of dear Amir, or dearest.
Amir is gone still.
But he'll be back.
I miss him.
He'll be back in August. We have official
That's
word.
very far away.
It's a month.
So we didn't say it last week, and we didn't get a new letter from him this week because today's a Friday.
Oh yeah.
Recording on Friday, not our usual Saturday.
It's because I'm not home tomorrow.
Anyways, so this one is from June 29th. He says, "Dear Podmaxers, it is June 29th, a truly momentous day. A Saturday which ends my week of grueling work in the kitchens of Saskatchewan and signals the beginning of a glorious weekend ahead. I have been participating in every insufferable NorCal activity, which includes, and not limited to, surfing, shredding, bodyboarding, talking about how much better NorCal is than down south, thrifting, and most importantly, surfing. I still have yet to scratch the most pressing itch of podcasting with the lovely men of GTIP and Hunter too, I guess. Take care of our child Hunter and try not to miss me too much. With calamity and fruitfulness, Amir."
All right, Amir. You're an ass.
Hey, he told us to take care of you. You know, he cares.
Here, we'll put the Amir photo down now.
He's the youngest. Why am I the child?
Because you're just our special little guy.
It's just vibes, bro. It's okay.
No, I miss Amir. That was a really sweet letter.
That was very nice. I'm glad he's doing so much surfing, though.
Yeah,
that sounds
dude,
cool.
His, viewers at home, you're probably not on his Snapchat story, but if you are, you know that he's been just doing real Tiva granola activity.
He went on a hike,
all sorts of hikes,
and he's posted a picture of himself, and it's just wow, wow. That is North Face and. Yeah. And everything you can think of.
Big ass NorCal trees and shit.
He looks like he drives a Subaru.
He looks like he drives a Subaru.
Actually, no, he looks like he drives a Nissan Leaf.
he looks like he drives like an old camper van.
Yeah.
Has a dog living in it.
He's probably got the rolled up Carhartt beanie.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was bad.
Flow coming out, and then big old North Face jacket.
Yeah,
cargo pants.
For every quarter zip fleece he owns, he has to roll the beanie one more time till it's just a
like a yarmulke back there,
and he can wear one.
He can wear a yarmulke.
So there you go.
Imagine it's a beanie yarmulke.
Imagine Carhartt makes yarmulkes,
dude. They could do it. They could do it, and then dudes would buy it just to wear it, not as a yarmulke.
Not as they would like put it on like the front of their head.
Dude,
I feel like.
Well, I'm so happy he's getting a lot of surfing in.
yeah.
Some sun time. I hope he had a good 4th
On
of
those
July.
shitty gravel beaches in NorCal.
Yeah.
Eat shit.
We do miss him. We do miss him.
I
little too
don't
much
miss
sometimes.
him as much as you
Not
guys
anymore.
now. Amir, if you're watching this, I'm throwing a pebble at your face when you come back.
Pebble.
Pebble, yeah. I'm going straight for the eyes.
All right. Well, that's all I got.
Yeah, well, good on that. I guess we can. You guys want to look at some of those topics?
Oh yeah. Let's break a topic out.
We got like 25 more minutes, so we got plenty of
20
time.
minutes to.
It's getting really hot here, guys.
Oh, it's warm. Hunter, you want to talk about moving?
Yeah, I'm actually I'm moving in a month, and so this isn't my first move.
It's 77 outside, and it's getting steamy in here.
We're cooking.
It's over 80 in here.
Yeah. Actually, before we get into that, I do want to say about the room we're in, right? About the room we're in.
Yeah.
Hunter and I and a bunch of us, we did this room. Like we made this.
Yeah, this room used to be an unfinished like inside.
Yeah, and we put up drywall. We put up a lot of insulation.
Oh, why?
Yeah, because it gets really cold in here.
It used to be freezing
Who
in here.
fucking cares?
Yeah.
Me?
Did you
Oh,
sleep
no.
in here?
Anyways, we did so well that it gets so hot in here now. It's
Yeah.
a little ridiculous.
Yeah, it gets toasty in here. But yeah, back to so you're moving in
sorry.
a month.
Yeah.
All right,
So
how far are you moving? Like 10, 15 minutes? Do you know yet?
It's like closer to the traffic circle, so it's like 2 miles.
Oh, okay.
3
so
miles.
just across town a little bit.
It's a little bit across town.
There you go.
So currently
Still in
living
town, though.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
currently living in downtown, and I'm gonna be moving to around the traffic circle. So it's gonna be a lot better.
Yeah.
It's not the first time I moved. I moved to the place I'm living in now last summer, so it's making like about a year coming up soon.
Right.
Moved in, and I kind of just went like, me and my parents are both like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna move. I'm not living here anymore.
Moving can be a hard time though.
Yeah,
It sucks.
because we have to take apart my bed. We have to clean out my
I'll
drawers
take
so that
apart
they're
your bed.
lighter.
One night,
Probably.
all the screws fall out.
I'm just gonna get in bed and just fall down.
Dude, well that happened. So the first time I moved here, I was 18 when I moved in, and we put the bed together under duress. And that night when I hopped in it, like you guys know how there's like a middle pole in a bed, like underneath, it like flipped out sideways and the whole thing caved in. Like the four corners came up, and I was just laying in just kind of a pit of twisted metal and then my mattress, and I was like, wow, moving out on my own. What a gift.
You just knew exactly how
Yeah.
it was going to go for the rest of your life right there.
it gave me flashes, and we put that bed back together a couple times, and under certain amounts of duress it would fail again and again. But nothing, a little duct tape and zip ties, you know.
Was there special reasons that the bed was just doing that, or was it like you would just jump in after a long day and just go thunk?
Sometimes,
broke
you
the
know,
bed.
it would be a capacity reason, I would say. You
A
know,
lot of stuffed animals on the bed.
so many stuff.
So many stuffed animals. on the bed.
Sure.
Yeah. Tons of stuffed animals and a weighted blanket. No.
Oh my god, I love weighted blankets.
Dude,
But
I
they're
saw.
so warm, but they're so nice.
Have you guys seen the little picture going around Twitter of the dude who made a chainmail weighted blanket?
Yeah.
Yes,
That looks so nice.
'Cause it looks
we all have
cold.
the same algorithm.
I've been seeing so many wizard videos
What is
and
a wizard video?
or the
Videos.
gnomes, like the guys that like walk around in their little capes and hats.
What?
Oh, you need it better
You
for
need to
you,
get on
Paige. You need it better for you,
It's
Paige.
good.
That and War Thunder videos.
War Thunder.
Of course, you're on War Thunder.
Dude, okay. If you
play
guys
War
don't
Thunder.
know what War Thunder is, it's basically the nerdiest shit in the world. It's like space Dungeons and Dragons.
Absolutely not.
It's not even close. What are you talking about?
It's
a
War
tabletop
Thunders?
role. Oh,
No.
War Thunder. I'm thinking
War
of
Thunder.
Warhammer.
No.
Warhammer. Yeah.
Oh.
Warhammer's nerdy. I think
I
my
think it's
dad
cool,
would
though.
probably have played it.
My,
But like,
my bad, everyone.
I mean, War Thunder is nerdy, but it's like
Yeah.
a little cooler nerdy. Like,
It's like military nerdy.
I think Warhammer's so cool though.
Warhammer?
Warhammer
are you Henry
40,000?
Cavill?
Yeah, I think it's fucking sick. Yeah, Henry Cavill likes it. All right, someone's got to.
That's the only man I think that I will ever like give the props to for liking something nerdy.
Yeah, I fuck with his. Well, so for me, Warhammer, I use it to go to bed because they'll make like 2, 3, 5 hour fucking lore videos. Just some dude talking about Space Marines and stuff and the Empire.
Yeah.
Like just put that on.
Hell
just
yeah.
saw on logs instantly.
Don't just look at me. Come on, what?
That's
My
our
brain.
time today, folks.
That's
My
our time.
brain.
I don't want to end on this. Come on.
You don't want to end on.
I don't want to end on this. It's so low. It's a low spot.
What do you want me to fucking do?
I don't know. Let's, one more topic. Let's keep it going.
One more topic,
One more
and it's
topic.
got to be a good one.
One more hot sex.
One more hot what?
Sex.
All right, what did you do this week?
I've been watching my parents' house. My
Yeah?
sister has a softball tournament. She hit a home run yesterday.
Congratulations, Hunter's sister.
She does it all the time. My dad, I just saw because my dad posted a video of it on his Instagram and Facebook.
That reminds me. I'm going to the Viper Room in LA, Hollywood, to see our friend of the show, Chad Bierman of Familiar Faces. And then I'm going to come up to Moore Park and we're going to hang out and go to his pool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fire.
What are you guys' plans?
Fuck all. No.
Come on. Come on.
What are my plans this week? I don't know. Honestly, getting after the summertime landscaping bullshit right now. We're gonna have to reseed the grass and shit like that. It's not very fun or interesting.
My grass is runt.
Burnt as fuck.
Okay.
Dude, that's all bad.
Yeah.
But no.
Nothing?
Not really. I mean, I'm getting signed up for Pilates, but it's a month by month thing. So
Okay.
I missed July when I did my first one. It was kind of, I probably should have signed up for July at that point,
Yeah.
but we're getting on that for August.
Are you joining Pilates for certain reasons?
Yeah,
I think he's joining,
for mobility and health,
honestly, for that.
and to have something to talk about.
Yeah.
No, honestly, I think it's cool, and I also like you can do Pilates anywhere in the world. Like,
Enough.
Yeah.
you know, like I like lifting weights and I like doing that sort of shit, but like you don't always have a weight room, you don't always have a rack, like gym membership, travel. Like I think it would be really nice to, because the other thing I do is I swim, right? And that's talk about a hard thing to fucking.
You can do that anywhere in the world too.
You could
Almost.
not do that anymore.
Almost. You know, there's
No.
always a body of water somewhere.
Private pools.
Yeah, you usually
Lot
have
of
to have
private pools,
access to some sort of pool. But yeah, the concept of having something within my, like, you know, bag of tricks that I can do wherever. Do it in an airport if I really wanted to. Fucking
Cool.
whatever.
Cool.
Imagine go to your flight. It's 7:30 in the morning. You're just getting in through TSA. You go to your gate. You look around. Headphones on. You're not trying to talk to anybody. You got a coffee in your hands. You just see Brad just sitting there doing
You
Pilates.
see me unroll my yoga mat in the fucking
Fooling out.
in the Dallas fucking Terminal 2. No shoes, big flowy linen pants. I'm wearing a full appropriated
full set.
monk
Yeah.
attire.
And they're just looking at
Lighting
you like
candles and shit.
everybody around you's just staring at you like.
Well, that's how, dude, last time when I flew home from New Orleans, that's how it was, because I didn't have my fucking luggage with me, so I was just a dude in the airport, and I was like, I need to take a nap, so I just laid down on the floor. That was...
Yeah.
Some workers like talking to each other or walkie-talkies like, dude, are we sure that this guy's got a flight? Like, are we...
How would I got past TSA.
Airports are a whole different world. You could just lay on the floor and people will just walk by you.
Yeah.
You know, they don't care. They're not going to ask.
Like, and there's people there
They
drunk
get it.
at like 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
There's families.
Well, how are you
there's-
going to get past your flight?
What's up?
How are you going to get through your flight?
What do you mean?
If you're not hammered, it's
If you're not
Oh, yeah,
hammered at
that's
6
true.
a.m., how do you get through the flight? I
Honestly.
mean, Good question.
I've never done that. Obviously, not being 21, but I've heard a lot of stories and seen a lot of people because I've been on a couple of flights.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people who are
dude.
drunk at 6 a.m.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Last time I took a plane, I didn't get drunk, but I had a couple drinks at 8 a.m. You know.
Well, you get into
it's
those
an airplane.
airport bars,
airport.
man.
Yeah.
That's a real different world.
Yeah.
People used to be nicer in airport bars.
Yeah.
It used to, but now everyone has phones and shit. The
Nobody
option
talks to each
select
other.
is
Everyone just sits on their phone. Nobody talks. No one's so bored that they have to talk to somebody else next to them.
exactly.
That was so important to like development and culture as people.
You just used to sit somewhere, not know anyone, and be lonely, so you had to talk to
you
people.
had to talk. Now there's so much social anxiety because you have the option to not talk to everybody. Yeah.
Imagine being in the 90s and you're in an airport bar.
And you see O.J. Simpson.
You just got off your flight. You text your mom, I landed, on your flip phone, and then you
In the 90s?
On your Nokia.
On the Motorola Razor.
Yes.
Yeah. So you got your little
I
flip
think
phone.
early 2000s.
Text your.
Yeah.
All right, then early 2000s.
Whatever. None of us were here for the 90s.
We weren't alive.
fine.
Whatever.
Yeah. So you paid your mom.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
paid your
So you
call her on the payphone.
Send her a
Payphone.
fax.
Yeah.
But anyway, you get off your flight. You're all set to
Yeah.
land. You just got to go somewhere. You just want to get a couple drinks in. It's late. It's like 9 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
You just got in. And you're sitting there looking around the bar, and you meet the love of your life in the airport bar. And then you got to go on with the rest of your trip like you didn't meet this woman. And then she has to fly away because she's going to another state.
Yeah, you guys are
'Cause
on
she was drinking-
opposite flights.
Yeah.
Because she was drinking because she was going to go somewhere else. She was leaving.
Yeah,
go back to her
she's,
state.
She's leaving. You're both on a connection. You're in Denver. You're going home to L.A. She's in Denver from L.A. to go home to New York, and you guys are just a world apart.
Yeah.
But for one moment,
One special moment, you're in this airport bar.
for one special moment, you're both in this bathroom stall.
I didn't want to.
Oh my God!
I didn't want to say that, but I was gonna say you
It's an
love
airport.
each other and you leave, and that was it. But if you want to take it that direction, that's good on you for continuing the
It's
story.
an airport in the 90s.
Yeah, there's no
People
rules.
are doing some stuff in the
But
bathrooms.
speaking of loving someone, like we love you, dear viewer.
I don't, but it's okay.
It's time for us to
Love ourselves.
love ourselves and leave this garage.
Yeah, you're getting sweaty.
Dude,
All
I'm
right.
bad. I'm in bad shape.
We've been
We were
I'm
getting
to it podcast. This is
I'm getting to it podcast.
I'm getting to it podcast.
This is Hunter, Brad. I'm Dave. Rip Amir. See you guys later.